Hey guys, still TLR for life here again. And this will be a quick update video. I'm just getting my cars ready for the Michigan State Championship Series race. Got my daughter's short course truck just about ready to go. Actually, it is all ready to go. We just did a setup on it and everything. Took it for a spin outside and felt pretty good for you, right?
Yep.
We were pulling wheelies in the street, which was pretty cool, but we didn't want to do it too long and tear them tires up.
Right.
You want to go get your car and show it to everybody real quick?
Yeah.
Just show them how nice and clean it looks. She's going to go get her car, and there it is. It might have a little bit of grass on it, and then I have a couple things to share with you guys. Update on my pit table setup that I'd like to share with you guys. Maybe you guys could copy the idea or whatever. I just think it's a pretty cool little setup. So yep, we got it all scrubbed down and clean. Yeah, a little bit of grass. We just need to hit it with some compressed air. But I rebuilt the shock. Just found out that the insert for the shock wasn't seated right, and I think that was causing it to leak. I may have said that in the last video. I'm not really sure, but we got the tires all cleaned up. Ride height, camber, toe, all that stuff set. This thing is ready to rock. So that is good. And boy, is this thing, the first time I ran it on the pavement was today. And just, you know, I turned it all the way up. And boy, is this thing a handful at top speed. I swear it's faster than the nitro cars with the brushless setup. I can't quite get the body on, so at least one-handed, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, quick update on the pit table. What I did is I bought a new light, so I have plenty of illumination here while I'm working on my cars. I can see everything now. That's coming with this. I'm just going to put that in my easy up tent, you know, for at nighttime when I'm wrenching. We have a lot of late night races coming up. So what I did underneath my pit table here is I took a power strip and mounted it under here. I got the power strip with the mountable back. You know, it comes with the slots for the screws. And I took two really short, I think they were only a 1/4 inch long stainless screws, ran them into here and hooked this thing on. And then I also added some Gorilla Glue onto it just so it'll never come off. And this keeps your power strip from, you know, touching the moist ground and all that. And, you know, prevents people from tripping over it. Just one less thing you have to kick around at the track. And then you can just plug your stuff in and run it up above the table with your chargers and all your other electricity needs, whatnot, your lights and stuff like that. Right now it's just plugged into the wall. Naturally, that'll go into the generator or whatever power source you have at your racetrack. And, you know, you can add multiple ones if you want. I'm only running nitro. I don't need a whole lot of electrical outlets. If I do, I can always add another one. So I figure that's just a good idea. Give you guys that idea. Maybe you can run that on your pit tables. And with this thing folded up too, it folds up inside of there and it doesn't get squashed or nothing, which is really good. I made sure of that. So just an idea to throw at you guys. Like I said, I like to share everything I do with you guys. Make everybody's lives a little bit easier, and anybody's first time into this hobby would always like it to be a good experience to keep everybody into the hobby. Okay, the next thing I got is this tool kit here. My buddy made this. It is actually a copy of a Mugen pin tool to replace the pins in these drive shafts, because these drive shafts, at least for a Losi, I know they run anywhere between $25 and $35 at the hobby shops, when you can buy a set of maybe 8 pins for like 12 bucks or something or whatever. You know, that's enough to do a couple shafts. And the first time you use it, it kind of pays for itself. So, and basically it just works like this. This is your tool, the part that holds it. Let me sit down and I'll try to explain it. I tried to do it on video and replace the pin, but it was just too hard, but I can certainly easily explain it. Alright, now this is your, these are brand new pins, but this is how you'd get them out. You take your tool, and Mugen makes this same exact setup or something very similar to it, so I'll show you how it works. There is a hole inside here this hole is where your pin goes through. Now that's the size, oversized for the pin to go through, and that kind of holds your shaft in place like this. Now, to punch it out, you have this punch right here that drives your pin out. It just goes through the top and lines up like that, and you smack it out, and that drives your pin out, and this fits perfectly inside the drive shaft, so it's not going to press that into there. You know, it's a little bit down, one size down, so the pin fits through. So you punch your pin out, then you lift it up. You know, it's got a hole in the bottom, your pin falls out, and your drive shaft has got no pin in it. So then you take your new pin, and what I like to do is just kind of drop it in here and then set it on something flat. Now you're going to need like a vise or an anvil or something very hard, and obviously a hammer to do it. But then you'll just get it started like a nail. You'll hold it with your hand, you know, and line it up and just tap, 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 tap until it's partially, you know, inside this shaft. So it's holding up, and then you'll stand it up on here. But what you're going to do is, before you do that, actually, I'm sorry, is you'll take your alignment tool that aligns it. Now this is spring loaded, so when the pin goes in, this only goes down so far to right there and stops. So when it drives the pin in, that it is centered in the drive shaft. So when you're pounding it down, you'll feel that it won't pound down anymore. This goes inside of here like that, and that sticks up. Then you're going to take your drive shaft without the pin and set it down in over that. Now that holds the drive shaft in place, and then you'll have the pin protruding that you already tapped in and partially started in your drive shaft, holding it in there. We'll pretend that that is installed, that I just took out. So it's going to be in like this with the pin sticking out, right? Okay, and then this tool here is the installation one. See the divot in there? That is what grips the pin, and then you just basically take your hammer and bang, 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 bang until she stops and down, and you remove it, you take your shaft out, and it's going to look just like this when you're done. And you saved yourself about 35 bucks buying a new shaft rather than every time the pins wear out buying a new shaft. So you save yourself a ton of money. Tool's super easy to use and an awesome investment. It is very, very cool. I like how it works. I've already used it once on the Truggy and tonight on the Buggy. And I got the front end taken apart here. What I'm going to have to do soon too is, because of the extreme angle, you know, this shaft sits on a hellified angle on the Locy's, and that's what wears these pins out. Now you can buy the Mugen pins, and they fit in the Locy shafts, and I guess they last a little bit longer than the Locy ones, which it doesn't matter. But the outdrives wear out too. I don't know if you can see how that's kind of getting a little bit oblong there. It's going to be soon to replace that, and I'll just get some new lightened out drives and replace those. But I can run with this one for a little while. I'm not too worried about it. I was more concerned about the shaft because they were getting to be to the point where they were going to get chopped in half. So that's a good tool to have, and I just showed you how to use it, and it's pretty easy peasy. So you know, you can do it at the racetrack. You just have to have something hard, you know, to tap on it with, and you'll be set. So I think that's about it. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to go ahead and ask me. What's next on the agenda is getting together my, where the heck is it? My Roma. Let me unplug the phone here. This guy is still apart, still needs to be cleaned. It's been sitting for a while. I have to really spray the living crap out of it with some brake clean. We're going to put this together, and if I have time, I'm getting ready right now for the Michigan State Championship Series. If I have time, I'll get this on the break-in bench and get the break-in started on it. I remember I told you guys, and I'm going to hold to my word, that I am going to do a break-in series on this Roma, just to kind of update my break-in process. I'll show you guys how I'm doing it. If anybody's interested in my break-in service, I am dead serious about doing this for you guys. Like I said, I get $55 plus whatever fuel I would use. Locally, you guys locally will give me the fuel to use, and then whatever I don't use, I just get back to you. And but you know, you guys through mail or whatever, if you're going to be sending me one, I'm going to have to use my own fuel, so I'd charge you a little more, like fuel cost, probably about $10 extra. Locally, I get $55. I'll get $65 from anybody plus shipping. $65 plus shipping from anybody who can't meet me in person to give me their engine so I can do it. So if you guys are interested, let me know. I promise I'll do a good job. Like I said, the only thing there's going to be a disclosure I'm working on to get signed to where if anything happens to the motor, I'm not going to be held responsible, just the way it is. So if you're not going to sign that disclosure, I'm not going to break in your engine. It's as simple as that. And I've already discussed that in the past. So yeah, that is about it, guys. As I get through this buggy, if there's anything I feel I need to share, I will certainly pick up the camera and roll video. I'll try and get some video footage, like I said in my last video at the Michigan State Series. Maybe do a walkthrough of the pits, and maybe you guys can meet some of my friends or something, and I'll try to get some video of everybody practicing or whatever. And if I can find anybody that wants to record me driving, that'd be cool too. If not, hey, any little bit of running video will be perfect. You guys will see the track that one of the tracks that I hang out at. This one is called State Line RC that we'll be at, and I'll announce that in my video while I'm recording. So I think you guys will enjoy that. So you guys will see that's a really cool track. It's been around for a very long time. I think some of you guys locally that watch my videos have been there before with me, or have been there in the past, whatever. But I will definitely show you guys some of the cool places where we race at. So we got a few cool races coming up, a few good things coming up. And I will definitely be sure and try to do as many videos as I can. I'm not going to ramble too much. I'm done. I have talked long enough. So if you guys have any questions or anything you'd like to see from me, I'll try and do it. Just hit me in the comment section. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. Thank you so much for watching. And you guys have a great week, great night, whatever it may be. Thank you again. See you guys later.